till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks, we gotta ride out to.
Can't believe the regular season's done. Some of those games I can barely remember, but we did it. We made the playoffs. And tonight, I make my postseason debut. I wasn't sure I'd be here as a rookie, but I can't wait to see what this team can do. Like KG said, anything's possible. So let's go chase that title.
Sight many have seen heading to the airport here in Los Angeles. We've got an electric crowd here in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting. Suns trail by 3. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
He said that the team is in a good place mentally and should come out of the gate strong. Coach said, we know that this is the moment when heroes are made and all eyes are going to be on us. I told our guys that this is our time to shine. We'll see if they can do that, guys.
All right, Doris. Freak passes to Chandler. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closer. Shoots from the baseline. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. And Redick kicks to Griffin. To the inside. The shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Now Freak. And Jordan sends it back. And they get it back. Len's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Picked by Griffin. To the middle. Here's Smith. Solid defense there from Freak. Suns trail by 6. Inside. Here's Knight. The feed now to Tucker. And stolen by Redick. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. That jam! Beautiful.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul with the ball. Out defended by Freak, and it's Paul penetrating out to Smith. And Smith gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Redick against Knight. Again, the Clippers. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Here's Freak. That one's off. Still out of sync. Clippers leading by 10. Smith dishes to Redick. And stolen by Knight. Here's Len. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the arm.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game right now. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here is Stevenson. Passes it to Griffin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Alex Len picks one up. The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Griffin. And the Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Booker out there with Freak. And it's Chandler in at the center filling out the middle.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Feeds it to Freak. From deep, just 5 on the clock. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Paul with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Paul passes to Jordan. Chandler with the steal. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And Booker kicks to Freak. To the wing right side. Morris dishes to Booker. Tucker the pass to Freak. Releases. And that one hits back iron. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 12-3 run. Crawford's shot is good.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Suns trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And here is Paul. Pass to Crawford. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Tucker's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Phoenix, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. .136 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Crawford. Finished off the break. Crawford's got 6 in the quarter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. Griffin's checked in for Los Angeles. Reddick comes in for Lance Stevens. The Suns making a change here. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Los Angeles on top, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And now we'll send it down to...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin, and I'm...
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. You look at Stevenson's checked in for the Clippers. Freak's checked in for the Suns. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Paul gets it to go in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The Clippers have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Paul. Good on both. The Suns have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. From deep three-point range, can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Freak. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And Stevenson kicks to Paul. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Freak. And the Suns miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Morris with the block. They retain possession. Offensive rebound, Stevenson. And finally they hit one. Stevenson's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Paul. 9 points for Crawford.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Kicks it out to Stevenson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chandler with the block. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Defensively, they... played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited.
And it's Crawford in for Paul. Phoenix also making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. Mirza Teletovic comes in for John Lure. And Freak subbed in for Booker. Setting the floor for the Suns. Freak in at point guard. Mirza Teletovic out there with Chandler. Then there's Warren, and it's Knight in a shooting guard. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. And again, it's the Suns missing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Crawford kicks to Griffin. Back to Crawford. Offline with his 3. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, huge height advantage there. but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Stevenson comes in for Blake Griffin. Wilcox is checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for J.J. Redick.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-3 run. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Pierce in the corner. Kept alive. Second chance shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Clippers.
The first one falls for him.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Johnson, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. Lewis checked in for the Suns. Weems dishes to Freak for the 3. Good.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in the second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
There's the screen. Prigioni, the pass to Johnson. Dishes it to Wilcox. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wilcox has got 7 now in this quarter. Pass to Warren. And Lure kicks to Weems. It's tipped. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Wilcox, and he converts the layup. Wilcox has got 9 points here in the second half.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Johnson kicks to Wilcox. Johnson the screen. 6 to shoot. Wilcox dishes to Aldrich. Here's Prigioni, and he gets the bucket.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Clippers.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Chris Paul. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Weems passes to Freak. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's the Clippers. Stevenson kicks to Prigioni. Screen by Smith. Back to Stevenson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Weems dishes to Freak.
Los Angeles foul called. Wesley Johnson. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Clippers. Freak. Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Here's Prigioni. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this. the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Chris Paul. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on, and we are still early in the postseason. There's more.
I know money isn't everything to you, freak, and I find it.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra, tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la...
All right.
All right. Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. It is for this reason, above all,
Talent they have on that team, they go win a championship this year.
You think so?
sis, all started here.
Yep.
Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role of Frequency Vibrations, aka Freak. I am from the Inland Empire, California, Philadelphia born, just showing love to everybody out there. That's a FOF.
Hello world, it's your boy Wade Wilson, aka Big Van Leah, Basquiat, and FOF, friend of Freak. Hey, I was born in Oakland, raised in Richmond, represent all day. Love y'all.
What's up, world? My name is Michelle Mitchenor. I play Cece. I'm representing Jersey. Shout out to my people on the shore and in the city. I'm now residing in LA, living the dream.
What's up, family? This is Gina Breedlove from Fort Greene, representing the Republic of Brooklyn, New York.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours. Welcome to Live Practice. This is where you can improve your skills on the court by earning attribute upgrades and valuable boosts for your next game. Complete the 2 scheduled drills and then feel free to shoot around with your teammates. Be sure to explore the gym for additional ways to earn extra rewards.
We gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the off season. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shaq?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time.
Freak, what's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? Cece good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
For sure. Got to keep that support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Freak.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Battle in the Western Conference. .40 seconds left in the first quarter. Rondo with it. And Stevenson kicks to Freak. From 7, rebounded by McGee.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Here's Temple. 1 second left. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 3. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games.
In my opinion, of course, just in my opinion.
You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, to get to any level of consistent performance, you've got to put the time in, and every player knows that. Some guys just take it to a different level, and Freak certainly has shown that he's willing to come early and stay late, and you can see the fruit of that labor in his game.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Yeah, just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Omer Ashik, Quincy Pondexter out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Anderson, and it's McGee in at the center position. Feeds it to Leonard. Here's Freak. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. It's going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
Pocket 2. The shot is off, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Stevenson outside. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Stevenson kicks to Freak. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. New Orleans leading by 3. Now the dish to Ashik. Back to Anderson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. The Pelicans on top.
All right.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what
And then for New Orleans, JaVale McGee comes in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Pondexter in for Gordon. Freak in at point guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Cousins in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Holiday dishes to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Gay. It's Freak, top of the key. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Pondexter, the pass to McGee. Misses from short range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Freak kicks to Bellinelli. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Freak missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Bellinelli dishes to Freak. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Pelicans leading by 3. Holiday, the pass to McGee. Off the screen. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Freak kicks to Gay. He feeds it to Freak. Fires top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Evans outside. Davis dishes to Evans. Davis sets a screen. Down low, Holiday. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 4 assists now tonight.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Again, the miss by the Kings. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Pondexter the pass to Davis. McGee against Leonard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Holiday. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. Second in rebounding, second in steals, and they were ranked number 3 in fast break points. I mean, this is a team that understood the benefit of transition basketball. They always pushed it.
Yeah, and going back to their rebounding, very few teams could outmuscle them inside. The size and toughness to scrap for every carom off the backboard.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Evans comes in for Myers Leonard. And Stevenson's checked in for Rudy Gay. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bellinelli.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Stevenson. Pelicans pull it in. Ashik's got 7 rebounds in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Gordon missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Gordon against Rondo. With the floater. Gordon with the defensive effort. Evans. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Pelicans lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. New Orleans leading by 4. So the Pelican 5 right now. Evans and Gordon are the guard set. Omer Ashik is out there with Alexis Ajinça. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Evans goes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-pointer.
17 seconds left in the game.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Here's Freak. No good from outside. Now here is Holiday. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Look, last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place, and that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things to basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And with some time here to spare, let's talk leadership in the NBA. Kenny, who would you say are the best leaders on the floor in the league?
Wow. Well, obviously, the great Tim Duncan in the San Antonio Spurs with his leadership with Greg Popovich. They're the top of the list. You know, I also like Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant's leadership is probably unparalleled or underrated, I would say, from his position.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they won their last contest, that game against the Dallas Mavericks.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket.
Barnes is subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Kings leading now by 3. On the floor for Portland. Chris came in out there with Von. Then it's Matt Barnes. Then it's Henderson. And it's Lillard in at the 1.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Here's Henderson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And it's Rondo penetrating. That's short off the rim.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. King. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Move the ball.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Freak in at shooting guard. And Stevenson is out there with Myers Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. He misses the free throw. Sacramento Trailblazers trail by 8. The feed to Barnes. Plenty of space. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Leonard kicks to Freak. Beyond the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kamen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Aminu dishes to Lillard. Here's Kaman. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
The Kings have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Shooting just 1.
And that one misses. Trailblazers trail by 8. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Freak with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Releases. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
There's the dish to Cauley Stein. Now here's Freak. Outside Rondo. Cauley Stein passes to Freak. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
DeMarcus Cousins had a good quarter. 8 rebounds and also a block shot. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
Here's a look now for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Barnes in for Gerald Henderson. On the court for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with Barnes. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Vonleh in at the 4 slot. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Here's Freak. Sacramento again missing. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. And that one's good. Lillard's got 17.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Stevenson dishes to Freak. No good on the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Rondo against Lillard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And the Kings making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Kings leading now by 3.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Lillard.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Outside Rondo. Here's Freak. The baseline jumper goes down. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think it's hold down the city.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. So for the Trailblazers, Kaman comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Matt Barnes.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Kings.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for DeMarcus Cousins. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Cauley Stein is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's McCollum, and it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now Lillard, and so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one.
Good win, good win, good win.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Kenny, what did you think?
When you talk about rebounding, 20 is one of those magical numbers that tells you that a player had a truly special game. I think he had in his head that every single rebound was going to be his. And you know what? Most of them were.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan,